Hey, in this video, I'd like to discuss a bit more about cursor pricing as well as settings. So in this, you can see in cursor pricing, we have three tiers are there. So one is a free tier, and one is a pro tier, and one is a business tier. So as you can see, the pricing is also visible. So what is the difference between free tier and pro tier, sir? In free tier, it will choose some normal models, but in pro tier they are offering some premium models. As you can see, GPT-4 and Claude 3.5 or 3.7 Sonnet with premium models like with premium number of encounters, like 500 encounters only you can able to do per month for those premium models. And as you can see, O1 mini, it uses a count of one of premium 3 requests. So like that it will offer in a premium pro version, whereas in business, as you can see, so these are the offerings of it. But as you can see, for free it will provide you 2000 code completions and 50 slow premium requests. That is for these models you can able to request 50. That is also slow response you'll get. But at 2000 every month, this will be the trial. You can say every month you will get these many credits, like 2000 code completions you can able to do, and 50 slow premium requests also you can able to made. Now let's move back to our account. As you can see, so usage data like last 30 days. So currently 9 requests are already sent out, and those are sent to my premium model, so that's why it is considering it as a premium mode. So for 2 months, or you can say for 14 next to 14 days, I have this pro tier available, and after that automatically my tier will be reduced back to free tier. The reason is that I haven't done any recharge or payment or anything or any billing to it. So that's why it can able to move back to my normal tier. If you want to do some payment, and then you can able to click on this, so that it will provide you an option to pay and use pro tier or business tier. Currently, I do not have any requirement to use that, and even that is costly, so I'm not expecting to choose that right now. So these are the three types of pricings, and as you seen, so this is my current account status. Like totally out of 159 requests have been already sent. Then 14 days left for me in order to use this pro trial account. So after this pro trial, actually it will move back to free tier. So during that time, what happens? Whatever the pro tier offering models, as you can see here, GPT-4o, Cloud 3.5 or 7 or O1 mini. So these for these models the request won't be sent. So what do you mean? Then to which models my request will be sent, and from which models I'll get the response, sir? As you can see here, I have the settings option is there. This is my cursor code editor. So as you click on it, there you can able to see it will open you this window, that is a cursor settings option. So under this you have this models option is there, rules option is there, features option is there. So you just need to open this models. So there you can able to see what are the models that are currently enabled. You can also add the model that you want. So as they mentioned in the version, like premium models, these are unable to, these are the premium models, cloud models as well as the GPT models, or they are mentioning them as a premium models. Like GPT-4o mini we can able to use, but O1 mini and so other the models other than these models are we can consider it as like normal models other than premium. Let's say I want a free tier. So then you just disable this, except for mini, you can disable all. You can use these as well, because these are available for free. So cloud related models also you can able to disable, so that you can able to use now only the free tier. Like let's say I want to use this, then now other models have been disabled, so that's why now you are using this. So your request will be only sent to this model, other models the request won't sent, like here. So who are you? So let's say I want to ask it, then I think it will for like I'm a cursor related some AI assistant. No. So I'm an intelligent programmer powered by Claude 3.5. I think it is using still that Claude model. Mhm. Okay, so like this, actually, you need to set your model as well for your requirement. And so currently, I want to enable this since I'm using the premium version, GPT 2.5 Pro as well as this, and O1 also I want to enable. So okay, so like this, you can able to disable as well. But remember the point that is after free tier got finished, you can able to use only the free tier model. If you want to upgrade to pro models, if you want to use pro models, then you must need to do some payment on their Cursor website, so then they allow you to use the models, premium based models. Currently I don't want to do that payment, so currently I don't have requirement to do that payment, so I'm just continue with the model they are providing for me for the free. And so as you can see, the configurations are there. Now I'm just going to general configurations. So now I'm just clicking on this general. So before I was in this tab, now I'm just clicked on this general. As you can see, currently what account it is running, like a pro trial version it is running, and your sign in account is also visible here. And if you want log out, then just click on it so that you will be log out, then you cannot able to access this AI models. And if you want to upgrade to pro, then just click on it so that it will route it to pricing, like if you want to pay that much amount to upgrade, so that place it will route there, you can able to pay and continue, or else if you don't want, then you just remove it. And as you can see, VS code import and appearance, the platform appearance, how you are expecting, so that you can able to decide from here. Data settings and configuration of keyboard, and Control Shift P for the command palette, where many editor functions can be controlled. And this is the important option, that is a privacy mode. If you disable it, then what happens is whatever the data that you have, what are the code that you have, so that will be used by third party or the cursor for training or some other purpose. So don't know, for their requirement they'll use it. If you enable this, then your privacy will be secure. That means your content won't be shared to any other. So that's why I enable this. I don't want to share my content to any third parties or any other platforms. Now, so this just for question purpose. If you want any, then you can able to move on that. And related to the features, the features this platform is providing you. So that is this, like cursor tab. So whenever you request for something, it will provide you that result, and you can able to copy, or you can say you can just accept it so that that code will be pasted in the actual or you can say actual file. So that's what it represents. If you enable it, then you are allowing to paste that automatically, like whenever you are accepting. And partial accepts while writing the code, do you want to accept like a next word suggestion, then you just enable it, otherwise you just disable it. Currently I don't want, so that's why I disable it. And suggested comments, so comments on top of your code, so if you want to enable it, then cursor will try to comment on your code. And white space only changes, so whenever there will be some changes, so that it will show only white space for tab suggesting. If you want to enable, then do this enable. And the beta version, as you can see, that is Python related auto import. Let's say for my code I require some Python, then if you want to import it, then you just select it so that it will import the Python automatically for you. Like these are the features related to cursor tab. And related to chat, so as you can see here, that is chat. So auto scroll to bottom, so whenever I got some content, it just scroll to bottom. So that is I just enabled. and this is like another auto apply to files outside the context in the editor mode. So as you can see, this is the editor mode. So whenever you are in this mode, even the files are outside, so just allow to paste the code. So let's say I upgrade my code. For that upgrade, some suggestions are there. So that I want to paste into my files. So in order to paste into my files, I need to provide some permission, right, to this model. Yes. So whenever I provide some permissions, then whenever you allow it, then that code will be pasted into your files. And you can see agent related automatic settings. If you enable this, then what happens is, I don't want to enable right now. So if you enable this, what happens is, in this agent mode, we have three modes like agent, ask, as well as edit mode. In this agent mode, so whenever you ask for specific update and you allow this agent to update the files automatically, then it don't ask you for, do I want to update it. It automatically updates the file and it can provide you that code. It just do not ask you that acceptance or rejection related requirement. So if you want like that, then you just enable it, so that this will do like that. And inside this you can see like multiple options are there, like auto run prompts is there, and command allow list, like whatever the commands that you want to allow to put in this, and whatever the commands that you want to deny to send to agent, and delete file protection and MCP related tools protection. So those all options are there, and large context related option is also there. And so as you can see, code based related indexing, if you want to sync it, then do this, or else delete this if you don't want. And editor related options are there, terminal related options are also there. So models you have already seen. And if you want to add some model, then you can able to add from here as well. And let's say I want to add some OpenAI key, then you can able to add it from here. Anthropic key you can able to add, and Gemini key also you can able to add. Otherwise, it also allows you for Azure related OpenAI key, so that you can able to invoke your models through that API key, and that does not consider to be your premium related to this cursor. And the rules, as you can see, so these are the rules that user rules. You can able to put some rules like I want my output like this in this language itself, or else protection project rules like include some files or does not include some files. And related to MCP, this is the thing. And beta versions that they're expecting are this, like a bug finding. So it will find the bug that is present in your git or not. So that is the facility or feature that is provided here. That is a beta version, or you can say upgrading version. They just want to ask you like if you want to test, then you can able to do that. So this is all about pricing, as well as the overview of features and settings on Cursor and models on Cursor. So I hope you understood this. So while using any platform, it's very important to understood, is there any pricing that can able to incur on me, or else is it free. So those things you need to consider, what are the benefits that I'll get, and what can I able to achieve by using that platform. Understanding is very important. So for that purpose I have done this video. I hope this video is useful to you and you got some knowledge insights from this video. If you feel this video is useful, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video with another interesting topic. Until then, bye bye guys.